know is, when it comes to the X Factor, did Simon call you himself, and how weird is that?
Pretty weird. He didn't call me himself at first, but then we did have a phone call, and he asked, would you like to join the show? And I was blown away. I was like, why me? I'm like 19 at the time, and he was like, I think you could bring a lot to the show, and you have a fresh experience with making it in the industry, and yeah, of course I said yes.
How's it been? I mean, you're working with legends.
Yeah, Ellie.
Legends.
And Brittany.
Simon Cowell. I mean, were you intimidated at all, or did you kind of just slide right in and go for it?
Way intimidated. And, you know, I grew up listening to Brittany and 98 Degrees.
Yeah.
And
there's one out there, ladies and gentlemen.
No, one of my best friends, Marissa, is totally jealous of me right now. But anyways.
And nice of you to mention it. She's like,
so, yeah, I mean, what was the question?
it is intimidating, right? It is intimidating. She can't.
It is.
Like,
it is. It's very intimidating. And, you know, being able to sit next to those people who are icons that I heard their names growing up, and I never thought that I would have the chance to even work with them. The fact that I'm sitting next to them on a panel is mind-blowing, and I still have to pinch myself.
But you know, you bring something to the show too that is completely unique, and we saw a moment of it there. There are so many young people that relate to you because of how open you've been about your own struggles that every teenager can relate to. Everybody's got those, you know, and it was really moving to watch that artist be so moved by you. So you are that to a lot of young people. You just don't realize it because it's you.
Yeah, it is really weird sometimes when I think about it. I have girls that'll come up to me at concerts and they'll tell me, you know, you're my inspiration, like you saved my life, like, and I don't know how to receive that, but I'm just very thankful and I'm very blessed that I could be there for people who are going through the same things that I've been through. So, and I also just want to be like a great role model in a sense where I'm not being perfect all the time, but that I'm helping girls get through the struggles that teenage girls actually go through today and don't have anybody to turn to. I want to be that girl, even just for my little sister.
Yeah, that's great.
And I think it makes a huge difference.
What have you found, if you could name just one thing, what have you found is the hardest part about stepping into that show and working on that show?
The hardest part is, I guess, having to say no to people really is a bummer. Like, I know what it's like to be told no. I know how bad or how much it sucks to like really want something and someone says it's not your time right now. I know how bad that feels, and having to be that person, having to say no, in my head I'm like, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry. I want you to go through, I want everyone to go through, but you know, at the end of the day, only one person or
but
one act.
On your show, you're able to actually come back the next season and audition again, right? So that's kind of like a great part of it, is that you can take some of that criticism and use it constructively and then learn from it and come back, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I want to do, being a judge on this show, is letting the contestants know what they need to work on so that they can come back. Yeah. And that, you know, just because they don't make it through this time doesn't mean that it's not.
It doesn't mean it's the end. Like so many people that have been on these shows, you know, they end up with great opportunities just because they have the exposure. So
totally,
it's great.
Totally.
You know, any which way you cut it. You know, I do want to mention that October is Anti-Bullying Awareness Month, which I'm so glad we actually have one now.
Yeah.
But this is your issue. You know, what are you doing to up the awareness during this month? What are the campaigns that you're working on?
It's something that I've been very passionate about since I was, since I learned that there were programs that were raising the awareness of bullying and how serious it is and trying to prevent it from happening. I was bullied when I was 12, and it got so bad that I actually was homeschooled. I like dropped out of public school and was like, Mom, I can't do this anymore. And she was like, okay, I'll do whatever I need to do.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and we figured it out, and now I'm in a position where I'm able to help young girls. So I've partnered up with Secret Deodorant, and we're doing a movement called Mean Stinks. And
Mean Stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I even painted my pinky nail blue, because the color blue represents hope, and we're trying to encourage girls to
not to be mean
pinky
to
promise.
Each other.
Yeah, that they're not going to
I love that, a pinky promise.
Yeah.
Now
Mean stinks.
Has Simon, has he subscribed to the mean stinks attitude? Or?
Yeah, how do you work with Simon and be in charge of mean stinks program?
I'm accomplishing the young girls first, and then I can move on to the
big stinker.
The big stinker.
Big stinker.
Yeah. I gotta work my way up there because he's not ready yet.